There's this one debilitating habits that we often do as people that leads us to nowhere in life. You understand? It leads us to being 5 months or a year in something, you understand, in a skill, but there's no actual progress. You understand? You're not doing anything. Like there's little to no progress. You understand? We're gonna speak about validation, man. The debilitating factors surrounding validation. You understand? uh there is bad validation and then there's good validation, you understand, in like according to Uwen, so according to me, bruh, you understand. So there's good validation and there is bad validation. What is Let me start with the bad news, you understand. What is bad validation? You understand? Okay, let me start with the good news. What is uh good validation? Good validation is the validation that comes from your work. You understand the results that you get from your work. You understand? Let's say maybe you're a forex trader. You understand? Let's say you make profits. You understand? That's the validation that should come. Let's say you're a media buyer like myself. You understand? Uh, the results should be your validation, like fulfilling something for a client, seeing your client gloom or seeing your client happy about the results you got for them, taking their ROAS, so from something that is negative to something that is positive, man. Like that's the type of validation that you need, you understand. So if you are doing drop shipping, you understand, like fulfilling like client orders and all, like fulfilling client orders and all that, doing all of that kind of shit, you understand, that is the type of validation that you need, you understand, like making money from that actual thing, you understand, that's the type of validation that you need, you understand. And it doesn't have to involve other people, you understand, it doesn't have to involve other people. You have, so you have means it's just an African slang. It's just a slang that we use within the African community, you understand, in South Africa. Listen, so it's the meaning of it is you see. It's the same as you see. You understand? So yeah, I know I say that very often in my videos, so that is why I just had to say it to talk about it. So when it comes to bad validation, on the other hand, bad validation is the type of validation that creates a procrastinating you, like from doing the actual work. You understand? It's something that stops you from doing the actual work so you can improve in the real world in real time, you understand, improve financially, improve your bank balance, improve your brain, improve whatsoever, man, you understand, improve your fitness whatsoever. It's a type of validation that you get from people from posting your work. Let's say you're a forex trader. Let's go back to the forex trader example. Let's say you're a forex trader, and then you as a forex trader, you big-headed motherfucker, you as a forex trader, what you gonna do? You post charts, post it to people, and then they validate you. You are him. You are him. You are him. You are him. You understand? As time goes by, like at some point to some people, you understand? To some people, you understand? That shit motivates them, seeing that people are supporting them and all that. And saying it's okay. But what if all of that shit stops? What if the people like who keep on motivating just stop? You understand? What is gonna happen? You understand? So that's the type of validation that is bad for you. You understand? In your journey of trying to become a better person, you understand, just like I am trying to become a better person. I'm nowhere near or something like that, but I'm getting there, you understand. But the one thing that I'm doing, I'm trying to do by all means, is not to get the validation of other people, you understand, and get validation from the actual work, you understand, get the dopamine from the actual work, you understand, get the validation from my actual clients and all that, you understand. So the one mistake I was making also was I was posting websites that I built, you understand, not for a client, not for anyone, you understand. I was just building just to demonstrate, just to show people that I can actually do something like that, you understand. Just 4 weeks back, you understand, 4 weeks back, 3 to 4 weeks back, you understand, I was doing something like that. And right now, I don't have shit in my bank account. You understand? I didn't bill for an actual client. Nobody paid me. You understand? Nobody, dog. I just got and bruh, your work is dope and all that. I just got that, dog. But that shit didn't get me anyway. You understand? So that's the type of validation that is wrong. That is the type of validation that you do not fucking need in your life. You understand? So try by all means not to seek it, not to chase it, not to be not to be addicted to consuming that type of validation, or like, yeah, let me put it like that, dog. So try by all means, bruh. try by all fucking means, dog, not to be like that. So yeah, cheers, man. Hope this helps.